as young people, it is time we take responsibility. 70% of leadership is self-leadership.
There's something that I wanted to tell you. When it came to the matter of this broad-based government, the people of ODM entrusted one person with the management of that relationship. And that person was Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. That relationship is complicated. And therefore, we are looking and we are wondering, those that are taking it upon themselves to manage it now, are they capable?
Back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for your greatest support. Let me just appreciate you guys for what you're doing. It's an amazing job, you know, subscribing, liking, sharing the videos every now and then. It's really amazing, and I can't just take it for granted. Thank you guys, thank you. And for our first timers, please don't fail to subscribe, because by subscribing it will be very easy for you to get the videos any moment that have been uploaded. So as we get into this discussion, fellow Kenyans, there is something that one of my friends requested me. Actually, is I don't know where I got this, and then he sent it to me and told me to at least talk about it, the comparison between Winnie Odinga, that is Raila Amolo Odinga's daughter, and Charline Ruto, William Ruto's daughter. So it's like he told me that, can you try to do your own research, you know, and tell us about these two people, because there are a lot of issues going on right now between these two people, because we know that Raila Odinga is late. So the person that maybe people are expecting to carry the legacy of Raila Odinga is Winnie. Not even Oburu Odinga can do what Winnie Odinga is capable of doing, not even Ruth Odinga. Actually, in Odinga's family, the only person that can carry the legacy of Raila Odinga is Winnie. Of course, I know that all of us accept that. It is something that is possible. People can see, people witness. Of course, we witness this. Imagine someone, if Winnie Odinga could just stand and try to correct Oburu Odinga concerning the issue of the broad-based government. You know, the moment Winnie Odinga has said that the person that started this issue of the broad-based government was the late Raila Amolo Odinga. Of course, now he knew why he started it, and therefore there is no one who can continue with that legacy if not him. So such kind of things are things that are supposed to be put into consideration to make sure that everybody is on the same page concerning it, because no one can handle it more than the late Raila Amolo Odinga. And I've been asking myself this question, that being that right now Raila Odinga is not in the picture, who is William Ruto communicating with concerning the issues of the broad-based government? Because you can't tell me that he's communicating with Edwin Sifuna, the SG. He's not. Edwin Sifuna himself doesn't even care about the broad-based government. Not Babu Owino. Not now Winnie Odinga. You had Winnie Odinga saying that that issue of the broad-based government should be put into consideration.
There's something that I wanted to tell you. When it came to the matter of this broad-based government, the people of ODM entrusted one person with the management of that relationship. And that person was Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. That relationship is complicated. And therefore, we are looking and we are wondering, those that are taking it upon themselves to manage it now, are they capable of managing that relationship? I don't think that is a question for me to answer. That is a question for the people of ODM to answer. And party leader is why I'm requesting we need to go back to the people and have an NDC and see who the people want to pick to manage that same relationship. Kwa hayo mengi na machache, asanteni.
Is it Oburudinga? And if it's Oburudinga, is Oburudinga aware of the agreements that these people had in secret before they came out and now told the public that we've decided to work together, ODM, the government, to form a broad-based coalition to make sure that that Kenya is run smoothly with a lot of peace, and we have got the 10-point agenda? Is Oburudinga aware of everything besides the 10 points agendas? Are there, of course I know that there's some one or two things that Raila Odinga agreed with William Ruto. Who knows them? The only person that right now knows all these things that they talked about is William Ruto, because in the meeting there were only the two of them. What people like Edwin Sifuna signed was just the agreement that they had before they came out public and now shared with the Kenyans, that these are the 10-point agendas of the things that we've agreed to work on as a coalition to make sure that Kenya is run smoothly. This is what one of the guys told Winnie Odinga, that Winnie, if any ODM man tries to push you around or bully you, here's the plan. Do exactly what your father mastered. Stay unpredictable. If they try to corner you, climb onto a tractor, make your rounds and drive off. The next day, show up on your father's car with haya kitendawili niseme ama nisiseme. Then call Akamkunji will show up in full force, ages 18 to 55 from every part of Kenya. And if they still try to minimize you, form a new party. This time let it be under your name. Be the registering founder and the presidential candidate. You have the potential to unite the majority of Kenyan youth. People saying you lack experience should remember this is the same excuse used to shut out young people every time we graduate into the job market. We are tired of it. In truth, you've lived and breathed politics since your mother carried you. So don't hold back. Be bold. Be fluid. Be as unpredictable as you've always been. Let them think you are sitting quietly with them while you are actually reading their intentions. And at the moment they miscalculate, you are in central Kenya speaking to youth, then in Turkana launching a new party, and next in Meru announcing your presidential bid. It sounds like a very sober advice, right? A very good advice. Sober and good advice. I think on this, I would like us to pick some few lines to at least talk about. We start by here, where people are saying that this guy is saying that people say you lack experience. Should remember this is the same excuse used to shut out young people every time we graduate into the job markets. You see why we have got old people in offices, because these old people think that these offices were meant only for them. And that is why they normally create this narrative that young men are one experience, and all that, they cannot rule, they're too emotional and all that. But they are failing to understand that these young people, this young generation, are innovators. And like them, young men can come up with something, and it just happens. You can't know how it happens, you can't know how it's going to happen, but it just happens. You understand? Yani ni ile kitu tu unashtuka kimefanyika, haujui imefanyikaje, mjui wameamuaje. As something, I was watching a certain clip, and something that took the old workers 3 weeks to solve, a young Gen Z took only 12 hours. Actually, not even 12 hours. I think it was less than 12 hours, just a single day. And he sorted everything out. So you see, The problem with the old generation, the difference between the old generation and the new generation is this: old generation measure into the problem. Like, you know, they have got this excuse that, oh, this one can't happen, it is impossible, you know, it will take us time. But now the new generation, the Gen Zs, they're trying to look at what is the way possible to solve this problem. You see? Now, that is Winnie. That is the advice that was given to Winnie Odinga. That he can form his own political party, is capable, is in a position to run a party. Of course he is. Trying to listen, or maybe trying to listen to Winnie Odinga speaking tells you so much about her. She has the passion. You know, Winnie Odinga was born in a family of politics. And I think I can start from here now. The difference between Winnie Odinga and Charline. The difference of these two people. These two ladies are of two different calibers. Of course, one was born in 1993. One was born in 1990. Different families. Number one, Winnie Odinga was born in a political family, a family of politics. So since her childbirth, in fact, since she was conceived, given birth to, what she understood, there is no language that Winnie Odinga understands apart from politics. And that is why she kept on working with the father every now and then. Every step that that the father took, she was always there to at least learn. Maybe she was being prepared for future. We never knew. We never know why. You know, some things that our parents normally do, we can be prepared. Preparations are normally different. There is that parent who prepares you by telling you that I want you to get experience and maybe take over my company. And then there is that parent who will not tell you that he's preparing you. You just be working with him or her here and there, you know, you see how he's doing, he or she's doing things, you learn, but you will not know that the person, the guardian or the parent is preparing for something in future. Like this one of Winnie Odinga, being taken to go and be a member of the EALA, East African, the East African Legislative Assembly, you know, working with Raila every now and then was just a way of preparation. So the difference between these two people is one person was born in politics, and then the other person was born, and then politics came. So he just found one person found himself in the family of politics, and the other person, politics found the family. So are you seeing? Now, I want us to try and at least do a little comparison between these two people. When you try to look at Winnie Odinga, politically, you realize that even after Raila Odinga's death, Winnie really tried to point some comments. Like remember when he was telling William Ruto that I am ready to come back home. You see, I am ready to resign from being a member of the East African Legislative Assembly and come back home. So it means, so Winnie Odinga is like, Winnie Odinga was suggesting that I might be open to play a more direction role in Kenyan politics. So she's always ready to play in Kenyan politics, and that is why people really love Winnie Odinga. And like Charline is not more a politician. Look at the direction that she took. Mambo na kufuga nyuki, and you know, trying as much as maybe she can to bring the youths together.
As young people, it is time we take responsibility. 70% of leadership is self-leadership, and change begins with each and every one of us. One of the things the young people asked us is to do sports, art, and talent promotion. And I'm so proud of the young people of Kilifi. Your dances here today, your poems, many of you are proceeding to nationals, and we are going to support you so that you can make it on the national stage.
Kwa hivyo kwa utaanza kutumia dawa za kulevya usianze, lakini kwa umeanza muitikie county governments na national governments ziwapeleke rehabilitation centers, muweze kupewa treatment for free if you under SHA, upewe treatment for free, alafu urudi shule na uendelee na maisha.
Vijana tuna matatizo mengi, lakini tatizo kuu mihadarati. Tumezungumza na nakada, tumepatana na CEO, tukaangalia statistics, na out of 10 majority of the young people in the country, you find even 6 or even 7 are using drug, are even addicts of drug and substance abuse. So tuliketi chini kama muungano wa wanafunzi hapa Pwani, muungano wa wanafunzi nchini mzima, na tukaona ni vizuri tulichukulia hili jambo la kuhamasisha vijana dhidi ya miadarati, madhara ya miadarati na mbinu za kujikinga na miadarati. Na labda kama umeanza kutumia, ni vipi utaacha, ama ni kina nani watakusaidia kuacha kutumia miadarati. Tukalichukulia kama swala letu kuu, tukaanza kulitumikia.
And also when you try to look at these two people, kuna yule mtu ambaye her legacy is going to end very fast. When you try to look at the legacy of Charline, the legacy of Charline is just from 20, let's say ameanza kujulikana 2024 wakati alianza hii mambo na B and all that. That is where now people started knowing Charline, you know, publicly and all that. So Charline legacy, or the name Charline might come to a brief end immediately after 2027, wakati ambapo William Ruto atakosa kuchaguliwa tena. So that is how Charline might end. But try to look at Winnie Odinga. Winnie Odinga is somebody who will, like the Odinga's family. The Odinga's family cannot come to an end because, you know, this one has been a family of politics. Now unaona the reason why it's difficult to finish that family politically is after Oginga Odinga, it came now to Raila Odinga. After Raila Odinga, now we have Oburu Odinga. After Oburu Odinga, automatically we're going to have Winnie Odinga, and then now we have Raila Junior and all that. Tunaenda hivyo hivyo. Of course, the other sister of Winnie, yes, mwanasiasa just like the mother, and that is why anaonaga yeye ametulia. And then we also have Ruth Odinga. So the Odinga's family is a family of politics. You can't compare it with these other family. Just the same as Kenyatta's family. Kenyatta's family also is a family of politics. So the end of Charline Ruto is going to be so fast, unlike Winnie Odinga. Winnie Odinga is I've got a lifespan in Kenyan politics, appearing every now and then. You know, right now, if she decides that I want to form my own political party, it's not going to be very difficult. And also, when you try to look at, despite the pressure, Winnie Odinga can, you know, she's in a position she can vie. But I don't think if she's in a hurry, you know, there is a way somebody can be in a hurry to do something and then it fails. You see? And then it fails, and then there is somebody who is coming anakuja tu pole pole bila haraka, and hiyo pole pole yake inamsaidia. So Winnie Odinga, I don't think if Winnie Odinga is in a hurry to maybe to be elected, but if she wants, she can, because you know, nimekuja nikagundua that Winnie Odinga ameingia, yani watu wamempenda sana. That is what I've come to learn and to realize. And also the public posture. You listen to Winnie Odinga speaking, and then you also listen to Charline Ruto speaking. You realize that watu ni watu tofauti, and these people wako na different paths. Kuna yule mtu ambaye watu wanaweza kaa chini wamsikie, lakini kuna yule mtu ambaye ako tu hapo ni kupayuka tu. So everything, in short, what I'm trying to say is that everything is normally about preparation. How is your foundation made? I normally talk about that. The foundation is very much important. Winnie Odinga's foundation in politics was very much strong. Charline Odinga, unlike Charline's political career, no, let me just ask. Sina ubaya. Lakini do you really think that saizi Charline Ruto aseme ya kwamba anataka kuwania kiti, anaweza kapata? Now if she says that now I want this position, do you really think she can be elected? But what about Winnie Odinga? So for Winnie Odinga, it's very easy for her to be elected because she has been in the field of politics. She knows how politics works. I remember when they were in Mombasa, she said that I am a politician. That is what I eat. That is what I do. You know. So she's somebody who is already, she already knows who she is, and she can't deny the fact that she's a politician. But Charline atakwambia yeye ni mkulima, yeye kazi yake ni kufuga nyuki. So you see, those are two different people. Of course, we can as well say that both of them are assets, the family assets. Like when you try to look at Winnie Odinga is an asset that is very much dangerous if not handled with care. So you see, that is what is happening, and that is where we are. I would like to give you a chance at the comment section also, fellow Kenyans, to really tell me what you think concerning this. Do you really think that Charline Ruto can beat up Winnie Odinga as much as politics, especially in Kenya, is concerned? Because sometimes it becomes challenging to look at the people around, and you're like, okay, so this is the family.